away. Gotta wait for the stream to start up. Alright. Hey guys, it's your boy Flame Ninja here. Hope you're fairly there. I'm fairly there myself. And today, we're going to be doing the most boring stream ever. Old School Runescape. It's a game I enjoy quite a bit. But it's a very chill game. It's mainly because I am very tired today. So I do not have the brains to do any sort of thinking. I was going to do some Helldivers 2, which I might do on Thursday, depending on how I feel after work. I should be going on Thursday, though, because it's an earlier shift, meaning I'll be able to have some more time to chill. But yeah, for today, Old School RuneScape, baby. I think Star Rail's going to be getting an update soon, so I'm definitely going to be playing that on stream when that eventually gets an update. But yeah, I got Helldivers literally 2 days ago, but I was going to play it for this stream, but I'm generally just, my brain, I feel like, has rotted too much. Just today to do a Helldiver stream. I'm just genuinely too knackered to think about anything. So I thought, fuck it, let's do the Old School RuneScape stream. I'm gonna be doing some Barrows runs today because it's one of the pieces of content in this game that I actually enjoy, and there's some ooh, what items will I get sort of thing. So yeah, let's just go over to it. I'm not too deep into RuneScape. I've probably got a very below average account. I think actually my account is straight up average, but I've got 70 combats, I've got 60 range, blah, blah, blah. I've got 55 slayer. My main things I'm currently working on for my account are, of course, oh fuck, did I? Oh, thank God you can do it in either order. I'm currently working on agility. I want to get 60 agility, and at the same time, I'm also, of course, collecting the Marks of Grace. I've only got a graceful top so far, but I hope to get a full set eventually. But first things first, I want to do my herb runs, because I want money, because I don't have much money. I haven't actually properly looked into what are, good money makers, especially for my stats. But I think I definitely need to level up some of my other stats before I actually do any proper money makers. Because as you can see, I've got pretty low crafting, pretty low. I want to do Winter Todd. I know I need 55 fire making for that, I think, before you start doing that properly. I want to get construction up as well. Basically, I'm trying to sort of roughly, at the moment, aim for base 60s. That's roughly what I'm going for. I'm not trying to fully oh, I have to hit base 60s, but no, that's just sort of roughly where I want to try and get my skills, because I think that's a good solid ground. I know for some a quest like Song of the Elves, you need base 70s, but I'm going for roughly base 60s, and then certain skills, of course, I'm going to have above that. Like combat skills, I'm probably going to have above 60, and Slayer, I want to get to 85, because I want to get my first Abyssal Whip, legitly. This is a standard account. This isn't a Iron Man or anything. For those of you who don't play RuneScape, an Iron Man account is basically an account where it's all for yourself. You can't trade with players, you can't use the Grand Exchange, which is the main trading hub. You're just, the only items you can get are on your own and stuff. I don't have an Iron Man. I honestly just wanted a normal main account just to experience the game properly. Well, not properly, but it's just to stop myself from having to do some the ridiculous grinds to get certain items. For an Iron Man account, some pieces of content are just locked behind ridiculous stuff because you have to grind for so much more. But of course, it balances out with the whole satisfaction of yeah, I grinded and I earned this piece of content and stuff. Whereas you could argue an account like this, I could just go buy an Abyssal Whip and then be oh cool, I have an Abyssal Whip, but I wanna earn it. I like earning the main gear upgrades, because that's the most satisfying thing. It's why I'm doing Barrows currently instead of just buying better gear. To be fair, I don't have much gold anyway, but I prefer to still just earn stuff. Another skill I want to do is Hunter, because I know later on you get Chinchompas, and those are good for range XP. And the main skills are these I do is fishing is good because you can eventually at 70 something get sharks, which is a good, really good food source. I know Slayer, of course, for just all the Slayer content. Magic is very good. Prayer, of course, you want to get to 70 ideally before doing any sort of like big content because you want piety. Of course, you want to do the quest for that as well. Oh, no, sorry, piety. Yeah, my account is very like, I'd say probably below average. Because I'm still relatively new. I've only had like overall, I think like a month and a half of membership time. I did do, on this account, I played all the free-to-play content as free-to-play. I did all of the free-to-play quests as a free-to-play. I don't know if it'll show them here, but I've done all the free-to-play quests, and then I've done some of the, like, paid-for quests. So yeah, that's pretty chill. So I'm just gonna do this. Most of my later farming experience, I'm gonna be honest, like I think like 50 to 56 has purely just been toad flax. I could do the other farming stuff to get more farming XP, but I'm fine for now just getting toad flax. I also have the trees as well. I have a tree over here-ish actually on the beach of Camelot, Catherby. I have that fruit tree right there, which I could check to get some farming XP. I could level up probably, honestly, with it, because I'm very close. Oh, I might actually level up from this. Who knows? There you go. 57 farming papaya trees. Yeah, I need to look up how to do the leveling for the different skills, because some skills are very straightforward. Like, Slayer is you do Slayer tasks, you kill monsters. But even then, you probably want to, like, check, like, look up the different monsters and stuff, because this game is very much Old School RuneScape is a game you play with a second monitor for like wiki and stuff. There's a reason why there's literally a wiki right here. The game is built with the whole idea of like the player that will just have the ability to access wiki and stuff, because it's very old, so there's a lot of old jank in it. But they do add new content. Hell, we're getting a new skill in Old School RuneScape. I wonder how they're going to shift this around to fit the new skill. But we're getting, I think it was sailing was the skill that won the poll. I voted for, oh my god, what was the skill? Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's just, what the fuck? Let's just do that. Ah, thank you, bot message. It's gone forever now. And then it's sailing, and I'm interested into it. I voted for the one about, I think it was like pets or something. I know you can get pets, but like a separate pet system where you actually like train up things that like help you. I think that just, I personally thought that'd be cool, but clearly the main RuneScape community wanted sailing, which makes sense. I don't know, it's not sailing, it's like, I think it's called sailing. It's like, it's about sailing. I forget if it's actually sailing. No, I feel like a lot of the sailing definitely got a lot of stuff, because sailing was, of course, out of all the skills they showed off, sailing was the one that was, like, most obvious for how they would add content. Like, sailing, you would think, oh, you go on boat, and then maybe you could go to a different island and find a boss, or maybe you fight a boss in your boat as you fight at sea. Whereas, like, I think it was shamanism. Is more of like a construction skill. And then the other pet thing you could argue bosses. But again, that's just like normal content. I do wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much. I hope you have a fantastic day as well. How's your day going so far? It's been alright. I've mainly been working, but other than that, I've just sort of been existing. You know, doing what you normally do. That's very fun. Mainly just work. It's just work, you know. You gotta just keep it going and hope to exist the next day. I've also been I know it's today, but I'm working on hobbies other days and stuff. I'm working on my drawing and coding and stuff, which has been it's been pretty fun, honestly, because I've been working on different stuff for my portfolio, which is always good. Always work on a portfolio. It's good to just be able to showcase your skills, because a lot of jobs enjoy experience over everything else. Oops, I did not change the correct price. 3,200. There we go. That ain't gonna sell, is it? Nope. I don't mind going for like 3,100. Let's try 3,100. Boink. That's a lot of herbs I saved up. Let's also buy some more seeds, because I don't want to run out. Anyway, much love to your ability. Oh, thank you very much. I hope you have a very good day. Good evening, good day, good night, you know. Whatever time frame fits you. I need to buy some toad flax seeds. I want like a good solid 200, I reckon, just to keep me going. You want as much. I know I could get you can get a bottomless, it's like compost. You can get like the bottomless compost bucket and then fill it with ultra compost, but I'm fine buying just ultra. But by the way, I want to tell you something about myself. I don't mind. Can I share something about me with you? Sure, but if it's anything like business related stuff, probably, or if it's like anything personal, probably just put it in DMs. Not a good idea, just throw it in chat. And if it's anything about selling like graphical stuff, then I don't need it. Because that's a pretty common thing, I guess. Everywhere. If it's something about like, oh, do you want some new icons and stuff like that? No, I don't need that. I'm all chill. I'm all good and existing. Right, but now that that's all sorted, let's see if I can. Let's start working on Barrows. Gonna be doing a okay Barrows clear. I don't know how good. I need to get a new cape. I know you've got like the god capes, but then you've also got I also work on stuff on YouTube. You know, Mike, just take a look at my skills and portfolio once. I hope you really like it. For YouTube and websites, you know, Mike, just take a look at various things. I'd be like, take a look at it at some point. I don't need any business. I don't need anything. So, trying to show you my skills and portfolio. I'll have to think about that after stream. I don't need anything though. I don't need any business right now. I don't need my peaceful blessing because I literally can't use it. Get my DSIM, get my magic short bow and butte, get my amethyst arrows because I bought those before I had the Alva's accumulator because I didn't realize the whole thing was about metal, but I don't even know if I could equip that. I will say, if anyone's wondering, yes, I don't have the fighter's torso. I don't like barbarians assault. I played through it twice and I was like, I do not enjoy this, so I just didn't bother. I know fighter's torso, it's incredibly, like, it's fucking broken strong, but I prefer to just... Oh, I did not want all of them. I wanted, like, 600, so I'll put away, like, 400. But I prefer to just do the content I enjoy rather than forcing myself to do all content just for the sake of, like, oh, this is the most efficient thing to do. It's just like, nah, fuck off. That is an attack potion. 2, 3, 4... Not 4, 3. Doop, doop, doop. I need my Barrows teleports. I have Barrows teleports because I'm stupid and didn't realize, oh, I could just use someone's house as a teleport. I am very stupid. I didn't even think about the thing of like, oh yeah, I could teleport to someone's house, use their house, and then go to where I need to go. Ardoin. sort out my prayer. I'm at max HP as well, so that'll be all good. But my current attire is good enough. It's very defensive, so I can no prayer like most of them. I forgot to grab a shovel, but there is a shovel at the Barrows place, thankfully, so we can just go grab that. Yeah, spade right there. I know how to do barrows. I think my barrows should be fresh. Like, I think it should be, like, I don't think I have any, like, halfway done fights already. I think it should just all be done. So the classic order, this, for those of you who haven't played RuneScape, this is basically a little, like, boss encounter thing where you fight these 6, like, mini-bosses, and then you get a reward at the end. The order you tend to do it is you do Darok, because Darok hits the hardest, so you want to prayer for him. Then you do Karil, another one you want to prayer for, as a range, and then you do the one who begins with A. He fires magic, so you pray magic. And then these 3, Guthins, Torag, and Varak, you can do without any prayer. Because they don't hit the hardest. So you definitely can get through them with prayer. And you can use whatever leftover prayer on them. But we basically need to dig down. Sprint over. Trigger that. And then do this. I'm using Iban's Staff. Because I am not at 70-something magic, where you can go and get the Trident, which is an incredibly good magic staff. But Iban's Staff does the job. When you're in here, you get your, like, prayer drain. The prayer, at least for these fights, is basically just like a shield. It stops all damage of a certain, well, not all damage, but pretty much all damage of a certain damage type, so like melee, ranged, and magic. There are certain attacks in the game that ignore prayer. Varric has an attack that ignores prayer, but I'm not going to be fighting him with prayer, so doesn't really matter. This boss uses range, so you want to make sure you keep that in mind. You prayer range, unless that happens. If that happens, that means that there is a dungeon beneath that boss, which you would go through. But you do that last. You don't do that early. So this is Arim. That's it. You can't see it because my chat's in the way, but it's Arim, who is a mage. So we're going to swap over to my bow, because as a mage, he is resistant to magic. And we're just going to pew-pew him. I think I'm the only one here at the moment. This place gets quite popular, depending on the time. I do like to prayer flick for some of the bosses, but I definitely don't brisk prayer flick into Arim, because Arim can hit really hard if you drop your prayer. Prayer flicking is where you basically, you turn your prayer on and off at like the right, basically each tick you turn it on and off, because how RuneScape works is it works via having like ticks. So like every, I don't know what the exact thing is, but every, is it second? Oh, it's 4 times, every 4 times a second, the game will have a tick. And in a tick, stuff can occur. Damage and attack, blah, 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 blah. And by basically turning the prayer on and off during those ticks, you don't lose prayer. Because while you have prayers on, you slowly lose prayer points. But if you swap it on and off, you don't lose prayer points. So the only prayer drain you get from these bosses is the just the inevitable one, which is the one that just occurs on time. I'm not very good at prayer flip, as you can see here. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's some weird lag. Oh, I completely fucked that up. You basically double click each tick. I can't really do it now. I can't speak and prayer flick at the same time. Some people can do. Some people like can prayer flick entire boss fights, and I'm just like, what the fuck are these people made of? I'm completely fucking up. It's like a mini rhythm game inside RuneScape, but hey, I at least got to use all my prayer there. I would do Guthins, but I'm next to Varak, so it doesn't really matter. Guthins is kind of annoying because Guthins has lifesteal on his big attack, so he can just yoink your HP. Varak's, each boss has a gimmick in a way. Carol just shoots you. Ariel does magic, but also drains your melee stats. Daruk just hits really hard. Like, he can hit like 50. He can one-shot you, basically, if you drop your prayer, which is why you have to prayer for Daruk and why Daruk is terrifying. Because I've been in the final section where you're running through the dungeon and Verika's just spawned in front of me and just whacked me for 57. Well, where am I going? Where was my character going? My character was going for a little run. Oh, there is someone else here also using Ivan's stuff. Guthin's the last one. Guthin's has a lifesteal. Varrock can hit through prayer. And Torag just has really beefy armor. Like, Torag has very defensive armor, but it's melee defensive, which is why you use magic, because magic just fucking bypasses. And as you can see, magic just shreds. It just absolutely eviscerates so many of these bosses. But now we're going to go do the final one, which is where I've got these prayer pots, so I can get my prayer back and do that bit. I'm going to wait until I see Carol. Right, so here's the main dungeon bit, where you have to get to the chest in the middle. There's one of these 4 doors will be unlocked, this side for now, so I have to somehow get to that door. It seems like the game wants me to go this way. Oh, they just ran straight into that, I wish. So I'm going to have to go all the way around, joy. While I'm on the way there, there is a chance that the final boss of this area will spawn, aka Carol. Basically, depending on whichever brother you haven't fought yet, they can spawn. But also, on the way there, you basically want to increase your potential, which is behind the chat. You can just about see it, which is currently 56. You want to get that as close to, I think, 86 as possible. The reason you don't want 100% is because a lot of the highest tier rewards are not very good. Highest tier rewards are like bolt racks, which I think are specifically for Carol's crossbow, which is like, it's useless unless you have Carol's crossbow, which is like a 0.something% chance of actually dropping. But a good way to get to that percentage is to kill, what I tend to do is kill 1 bloodworm, one of these little lads, and then 2 skeletons, and that will get you enough so that when you kill the final brother, you get the thing. Like, this person over here is killing 2 skeletons. Bastard. I need to find another skeleton now. I was going to do that. There is Carol. I could fight Carol here, or I could do what I'm going to do and just try and get to the final room and then spawn Carol there. Because I'm pretty sure you can just spawn Carol at the final boss, because that means I can drink my prayer as soon as the prayer tick's gone, so I get an entire, like, moment to, like, think, basically. So let's go all the way. I can actually equip my stuff now because I've done all my encounters. And then this one, you got a puzzle, but Runelight just cheats for you. I think you take some damage if you get it wrong or something. I forget what it is. But we're going to wait for this to go through. There's a tunnel there. I didn't even know that. We wait for this to go through, and then we drink 1, drink 2. Open the chest, go range, and then we fight. I'm probably going to have to drink another one very quickly, but, you know. Oh, fuck, I fucked up immediately. Oh! 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I forget what the exact time it is. There are actual, like, they're not sound, but, like, music playlists on YouTube, which are built around you doing prayer flicking, or just tick manipulation in general, because there's a lot of stuff in this game about, like, doing things on trying to perform as many activities on a single tick as possible. You get some, like, crazy shit where people are trying to, like, optimize EXP game. Some of the ones I know is, like, you got 1 tick mining and stuff like that. It's like, RuneScape is, it very much is a sandbox. Oh, I'm getting some very bad RNG against this little goober. Oh, please kill. Hey, very nice. Right, and with the final brother dead, you get the rewards. Death runes. That's kind of what I mainly want. I want to get enough death runes to refund my actual run. And of course, any Barrows drop is very nice. Ideally, I'm currently going for Ahrim's gear. Kara's gear well should be nice. It's basically the same as Black D'hide, or like I think Bless D'hide or something, but it's good enough. Go away, count check. Dark's gear is cool. Dark's axe is also really cool. I'm just looking for any. I wouldn't mind getting another Barrow, another Dark's plate body, or Dark's plate body, because Dark's plate body goes for like almost 1 mil, which is really nice. In fact, I can check. Yeah, it goes for almost 1 mil. So yeah, I'm wearing it because again, I know Fighter's torso and Dark's plate body is really good tank gear. So yeah, and now I return to Barrows because I got my prayer back. I'm at 4 HP, and then we just go again, and that's basically what Barrows is. It's fun. I quite like it, honestly, because it's one of the first, like, at least from my current account, it's one of the first pieces of like I'd say dedicated content of like do bosses, get loot sort of stuff. Dark being in the mines is fucking terrifying though, because that means it can appear anywhere and just one-shot me. I have very defensive gear, thankfully, so hopefully I can avoid that, but that is just scary as fuck. If you complete the medium combat tasks from this dungeon, basically, like, they're basically challenges. They're like challenges you do while in the dungeon, but if you complete them, you actually get an item that removes the whole prayer drain thing. I would love to do that, but it is pretty difficult. One of them is don't get hit by any of the brothers. That isn't too hard. You can just use prayers and just well, it's don't take damage from any of the brothers, which is quite simple. You just bring a bunch of prayer pots and you just pray for every boss to make sure you don't take damage, with the only exception being like Varrock, because Varrock of course can hit through prayer. Oh shit. Oh, is that dead? No, one more hit, which I'm probably just gonna splash now, because it's always the last hit is the hardest in this game. Dead. Very nice. I lost most of my prayer there, which is unfortunate. This is probably going to be kind of an inefficient run here. I'm probably going to have to use like 4 prayer doses instead of my ideally 3. But you deal with the cards you're dealt, you know. Ooh, diamond bolts, damn. Someone's using a rune crossbow here. I don't know how good a crossbow is here. Crossbow is mainly for, like, highly defensive targets, I'm pretty sure. That person's got a fucking crystal bow. I guess they're probably just here for collection log or something. Maybe even money. Because this place, I think, is, like, a decent money maker. Especially if you complete the Mauritania Hard Diary, you get 50% more rune drops from here. So I can imagine with higher rune drops, you're definitely like going to benefit a lot more from doing this soon. But there you go. Grab my amethyst arrows and zoop out of here. And then the rest I don't need to pray for, but I will just use whatever prayer I have left too. Oh wow, there's a lot of people here now. Damn. This place is popping off. Good to see. Oh, that person's got the big staff. Yeah, Torek can hit you occasionally, but he's not that big of an issue. He's literally got squeaky toy hammers. Like, listen. Like, that does not sound like getting hit by a hammer. That sounds like getting hit by, like, a flannel. Like a pillow. Just the pop-pop. Let's eat, though, because I might as well. I'm going to do Guthin next, because Varrock can hit through prayer, so there's literally 0 reason for me to bring prayer down there. I forgot to pray this entire time. I just wasted, like, so much prayer time. Guthin can be annoying without prayer, just because, again, he does do lifesteal, and without prayer, you know, there's nothing to stop him from just stealing all your HP. I mean, it's never, like, a much HP, it's like a tiny bit. Like, it's never really an issue. But he can do it, and it can be annoying. I use cheap potato with cheese for my food because it's so cheap. You just go to the Warriors Guild and you can buy... You can literally buy hundreds for like 10k GP, which is, in terms of Runescape, basically nothing. Oh, that was a vicious start right there. I wish Ivan's staff had like a special attack, but I think only weapons above 60s on the things have special attacks. Well, I say that, but I don't think the rune crossbow has a special attack. I don't think so. The dragon crossbow probably does, because dragon stuff is when special attack starts becoming more of a thing. Okay, and now we just got the last one, which is the scariest one, because it's a Darok, meaning Darok, the big guy with the axe, can appear anywhere and just chop my head off. So we gotta be careful here. We gotta be a bit. We're not sneaky because there's no stealth in this game, but we gotta be a bit cautious. Right, so where do we want to go? That way? Oh damn, we got another full loop around situation. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so it wants me. Oh no, wait, it's not. It's just gonna be a matter of go through here to there. To there. Okay. We're gonna have to sprint though, because any second Dark could appear. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, while he's not here, it's a good idea to kill the skeleton. As I said before, you get the skeleton, you get the 2 skeletons, you get the bloodworm, and boom, you get yourself some good loot. Blood runes I know are useful later on. I think for one of the like main spell books, the like ice spell book, blood runes are used, so that's gonna be really nice. Chaos runes, I don't know what the point of them is anymore. I don't have anything that really uses chaos. In fact, I don't think anything uses chaos. Yeah, chaos is kind of useless. Death rune is sort of the staple sort of thing from this point onwards. So there's blood veils over there. I did get a Slayer task for them. That was quite nice. Because they're just sort of, you can range them because they're just fat and don't do anything. Oh, bloodworm, very nice. No, Dark. Oh, Dark Rivers. Do. Oh, you see how fucking terrifying he is? He just comes out of nowhere and hits you. That could have one-shot me. That one attack could have one-shot me. Right, so I think it's a good idea to sort out my prayer, heal up, and then we're going to enter in there and fight him. So I'm going to wait for the next prayer cycle, and then we're going to prayer melee and go in. Drink, prayer melee, drink. Wait for it to tick over. So we're going to do 1, prayer melee, go through the door, attack, drink again, and then, right. I would not dare prayer flick against Darok, because Darok just... Oh my god, Darok can hit you for 50 and then just kill you instantly. It's just, oh, it's terrifying. Although Darok might be like the weakest to magic of the brothers, because he tends to get melted by magic. Like, look at that. He just drops so quickly. I guess I did use 4 prayer, to be fair, this run, which is unfortunate, but kind of had to, unless I wanted to get my shit rocked. And now we kill 1 skeleton, and then we get the 86 potential. Which is good. I don't know, out of every item, the one I would want the most is, I don't actually know. I think RM stuff is probably the best for me because I don't have any new mage gear. I'm currently still using mystic stuff, so I'm pretty behind on mage gear. But let's see what I get. Ooh, 200 death runes. Barrows champion. I think that is a medium task. And it's for doing it 10 times, I think. No, it's... Yeah, here. Here. Combat tasks, and then medium. This one, Barrows champion. 25. Damn, nice. Yeah, but these ones are the fucking ridiculous. Kill all 6 Barrows bros and loot the Barrows chest without taking any damage. Not too hard except for Varrock, because you can just pray for all of them and then just hope Varrock doesn't hit you. This one is very annoying. I'm gonna save that one for when I get the Ice Spell book. Because once you get the Ice Spell book, you can just go fucking and then they can't do anything. You can just bully them. You can freeze them and it becomes very easy. I know there's like a little trick you can do where you like run around the tomb in a circle, and slowly chip them down, but I tried it and I'm way too stupid to do that. Make sure to recharge your prayer while you're at the prayer altar. You don't want to forget that. And we can do another run. I'm probably just going to keep doing it. Today's stream is just going to all be Barrows runs because I'm enjoying it. It's fun content. I don't know if anyone watching the stream or VOD is enjoying it, but hey, I fucking... it's my shit! Yeah. I enjoy it, so we're just going to keep going. This is probably what I would have done anyway this evening. I would have played Nikke, but I want to do this, so... Because that's sort of... I want it from that... Oh, fuck. I'm just losing prayer. I was going to speak while I was just standing in the place. But I want to start just streaming stuff that I want to play for a bit. Because it's sort of another one of the reasons why I stopped playing Neo. Is just because I'm just not enjoying Neo too much. I have some problems with it. And I could rant about it now, to be fair. It's for me, just, I think I mentioned it at the end of my last stream, but it's just like, if I were to sum up my problems with Neo 2 in one word, it would be abundance. It's just, there's too much stuff in it, man. There's too many items, too many levels, too many different mechanics all trying to work together, but then it just becomes a fucking mess. It's just, it's too much. I am definitely fucking small brain boomer gamer. I mean, I play boomer shooters. I'm very much the kind of person. Germa summed it up. I'm very much, I'm like Germa in the sense of like, I prefer games where the controls are simple and just everything else everything going on is what makes it fast paced. Like boomer shooters, you've got movement, jump, and shoot, and then like a crouch and maybe an alt fire, and of course swap weapons, but it's basically just move and shoot. Nothing else. But then those games go crazy because by giving the player a very simple mechanic, they can go crazy because the player doesn't have to consider all these things. MMOs are sort of the other side, which I can enjoy, like FF14. I do enjoy the raids in that game. But I don't really do too much of the high level raids because it would fry my brain. I don't like the stress of that. But a lot of my unenjoyment from high level raids in FF14 purely comes from the fact that you do it as part of a group. If it was just solo content, absolutely would love it, because solo content means that it's all up to you. I don't like group content in games like that because I don't like the idea of like me doing everything perfectly and then because someone who just wasn't paying attention, someone who has YouTube open on a second monitor messed up a mechanic because they weren't paying attention, and then all your progress gets reset. Not because of your fault, but because of something else completely out of your control. I don't enjoy that sort of thing, which is why I never did high-level raid. Well, that's a lie. I did extremes in FF14, but I never did savages, and I never will do savages, and I'll never, ever touch ultimates. Blah. That's like kind of like RuneScape so far. I definitely will raid in RuneScape because there's like 3 raids, so it's not like I have to go through a fucking massive backlog. I do want to eventually get to raids. I know certain raids in RuneScape you can solo if you do like specific stuff. I'm probably gonna be doing like normal doing it with a group, but yeah. RuneScape raids seem pretty independent though. I enjoy raids with independent responsibilities because it means that I can just do my job and focus on it and not have to worry about what everyone else is doing 24/7. Which is why, again, I was never really a good healer or a good tank. It's because I very much like... It's the reason why I'm basically... I'm built to be a DPS in games, because I just want to hit things and not think about. I just want to do the mechanics and hit things, which is why I'm happy that I picked Monk in FF14, because that's all it is. I just went into a fight, I just did the mechanics, and I hit things. I deal the damage, and then the raid's done. My objective is just hit thing, deal damage, get raid done. Also why I was kind of worried that Helldivers was going to be like a very sort of cooperative, like you have to work with your team super game. And in the higher difficulty probably is, but I'm happy to have Helldivers. It very much is like... It's a lot, it's not like super co-op. You don't have to be like, oh, over there, we have to attack in a squad. And no, you just sort of... You can just follow other people and just vaguely... Like, the first mission I ever did, I was just carried by, like, a level 15 because they were just going around. I did a bunch of solo stuff, though, because I wanted to, like, learn the actual, like... I wanted to learn, because after doing the first mission with, like, the level 11, I had no clue what I was doing. I got some ideas. Thankfully, that player, like, just by following them, I did learn, like, one thing about, like, oh, you want to search the maps for the mini objectives before doing the main... Wait, you don't have to do it before doing the main objective, but... You want to make sure you do the mini objectives before you leave. That was a nice thing. But other than that, I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I'd even see the main objective, like, not even joking. By the time I got to the main objective, the player had already... Oh, look, what's that? 62 magic, nice. The player had already destroyed it and moving on. Because it was trivial difficulty, and they were, like, level 11. So they were just like, okay, I'm just going to go here, do this, go off. Don't know why they're doing trivial. I guess maybe just to help other players. Based. But yeah. So far, the hardest level I've done is easy, but I am doing it solo. Yeah. I probably... Once I got up to medium, I'm definitely going to be actually doing it as part of groups, and I can imagine having 4 guns to shoot the enemies. It's going to make it a lot easier than 1. And they do have the fun thing in Helldivers at the moment, where they have the, what is it? The, like, mech suit, where everyone gets the mech suit. Oh, fuck, what am I doing? Oh, wow, the door is right there. I got very lucky this time. But basically, everyone gets, like, an exosuit, they call in. I do hope that Helldivers... I haven't seen much of it, but as far as I'm aware, there aren't many vehicles in Helldivers. I want vehicles in Helldivers, because Helldivers, for me, is just what Halo ODST could have been. I'm a big Halo fan, so as soon as I... Of course... As a massive Halo nerd, the first thing that came to mind when I played Helldivers was ODST. Feet first into hell, baby. So I'd love to have, like, vehicles. I can understand why they won't add vehicles. The terrain is very, like, bumpy and lopsided, so I can understand why they can't, like, put in a vehicle, because it just won't be convenient enough. And the maps aren't... I don't know how big the maps get. Maybe in harder difficulties they get bigger and bigger and bigger, but at least for easy and trivial, the maps definitely don't feel big enough to warrant having vehicles. But who knows? Maybe on the higher missions, you do spend like half of the game sprinting from one side to the other. But yeah, I would love to have like a Warthog adjacent vehicle to zoop around in, gunning down bugs. I haven't fought any of the robots yet. Apparently the robots are terrifying, like properly strong. Looking forward to that. I do like the bug enemies. They go pop. But again, I'm very early into the game. I've only done like a few missions, I think. I've only done like a handful of missions. I've basically got very little experience in it, but I am enjoying what I have so far. It has crashed on me a few times. I got the bug where, I think it's a pretty common bug, where if you open the map and then click on a mission, the game just crashes. A bit of a rough bug, especially because that's apparently a common bug. There you go. Apparently it's a common bug, which is a bit of a red flag for a common bug, is the game crashes when you open a mission select. But I'm used to... Oh, shit! I just got Carol's crossbow. Ooh. that's good, though. Is Kara's crossbow any good? It's of course got range. I don't know if Kara's crossbow is any good, though. How much is it worth? Like, a bit? Yeah, it's worth like 100k. Let me have a look. OSRS, Kara's crossbow, any good? Kara's crossbow is similar to a short bow. It gives 100% expense of a shield slot. Any real use? Kara's crossbow worth it? Oh, apparently it's good in fight caves. Anguish and tormented. I run a crystal bow at Demon X. Imbue your magic short bow, decent but not worth extra time to get. Might be nice with the other things you still want. Well, I have it. Show you buy bulk from one of the future you can restock on the main card and still buy with your iron, so bolts are actually pretty cheap. Oh! Imbue is better than Rune Crossbow and Carol's Zora, Shaman's. Even for Aaron, I'm pretty sure Kara's is better than Emma, but only about 5%. Even extra hit, considering the time investment for Aaron. Oh, okay. So Kara's crossbow has a use. Kara's dressed. Zora and Demon Knights is a little expensive to keep up with the cost of bolt racks. Ah, okay. I need to learn when I need to work on what sort of level-ish I need to be for Zora. Because Zora definitely is a boss I should start looking at soon because of the blow dart. And it makes fucking fat money. But I might still be way too weak. Okay, you want 80 plus range. I've got the prayer, I've got the defense, but that range. Let's see what gear requirements it asks of you. I'm just looking at the wiki just to see what it is. Fight overview. I don't know if there's like weapons and armor. No. I don't know if it's fight overview. Zora strategies. There you go. Equipment. Right, let's see where I am roughly in the equipment. Okay, I've got Nov Aaron set up. So apparently you want to run... Oh, wait, ranged only. So if you're running pure ranged, which is what I'll be doing. Carol's top, Carol's skirt. Blessing. Blessed Van Braces. Boots of Brimstone. A Slayer piece. Oh, I can get those. Oh, I'm guessing those are just like decent. But basically you want at minimum like 75 defense, whereas crystal stuff is only, yeah, crystal stuff is better and it's only 70. Wow, ranging cape. Why isn't an Alva's accumulator is better than a range cape? Amulet of Glory, rune arrows. Oh, I'm gonna have Barrows glove, not fucking brim braces. And ranger boots, perhaps. Ring of Suffering. What the fuck? But I'm gonna have like a weird mix of like some high level stuff and then also some low level. How much does an Amulet of Fury cost? It's very cheap. Huh. I know, isn't the Necklace of Anguish is like the next big one. And it's also quite cheap. Oh no, I didn't look at Grand Exchange. Okay, that is not cheap. That's 2 mil. Okay, no, I thought that was 2. I thought it was like 100k, but no, that's the high out cost. But I guess I can keep it. I guess I can keep it for when I eventually get to Zora. But that's fun. I got a Barrows drop. It's always fun to get uniques. Can I not wield it? Oh, I don't have fucking 70 range. Wow, I actually don't have the skills for that, but that'd be nice. Let's go restock, and then we can do some more runs. I'll probably do another 3 more runs. Should be roughly good for today's stream. I don't think I have anything I want to do. I want to get my levels up because I want to slowly work on getting something of the Barrows glove quest. I need to work on all the Barrows gloves quests, which is going to take a long grind, and I'm probably just going to dedicate some days to that. But I kind of just want to work on my skills for now, and then eventually in the future work on that. I don't know how much better it is than a 69 to 80. Wait, isn't that just better? Isn't a rune crossbow just better? Plus 10 slash. And that only had like, yeah, that's 86. Plus 2 defense. But it also has like the weird strength thing. Barrows crossbow versus rune crossbow. Oh, apparently it's just better. K-bow. GP, yeah. Ah. Guns you rune crossbow, if Shaman's throw down the X-bow. Okay. Sepulchre. Interesting. Okay. I'm just looking at some information of like what is the benefit to a lot of these little things. I've been getting a lot of death runes, which is what I really want, because I know that's the thing I'm definitely hemorrhaging on the most is just death runes. Because I don't have too much. I've an okay cash stack now, 7 mil. I'm happy about that. I lost a lot of my cash stack originally just buying basic supplies and stuff because I'm pretty new to the game, so I didn't have too much resources. 3, 4, that works. And now I just need my teleports. I'm going to be using all my Barrows teleports, and then I will use the other like actual strat I should be doing, which is teleporting to someone's house and then just going through there. I think that's all good, yeah. Oh, I just realized I can wield the defender with my stuff, but it minuses my magic. Oh no, it increases my defense bonus though, so it's actually worth doing against the other enemies. Yeah, let's teleport back. Yeah, that's all good. Just checking I have everything. Don't lose. How is my armor holding up? It's still 75%. Very nice. Because Barrows armor slowly decreases in durability, and then you can repair it at Bob's Axe Shop for not that much. It's quite cheap. Oh, actually, that's another thing I want to check is how many charges does my thing have left? Sorry, check. Oh, I've still got fucking 1,000 plus. Very nice. I used like 1,000 charges on a Iron Dragon task because I had to do it, just because I wanted to change Slayer Master. But thankfully, I'm on the 85 combat Slayer Master in the Tree Gnome Stronghold, who is just, oh my god, I just realized I didn't recover my prayer, so I've just wasted entire Barrows teleport. Like I said earlier, I was just like, to remember to check your prayer, but nope, I just lost like 7k there, because Barrows teleports cost quite a bit, but I don't mind. I'm not too picky about wasting money doing unoptimal things in this game. I just want to play it. I just want to have fun. Boys just want to have fun, you know. I've really got to get better things. I've still got a fucking combat bracelet on. I really need better gloves. And a ring. And necklace. I need better, like, everything, which is why I'm soon going to work on quests. But for now, I'm happy doing the fun stuff. What the fuck is that guy using, though? He's got, like, a stick of God. He hit a 3. Okay. I see why he's using the stick of God. Wish I had the stick of God. Am I going to run out? Am I going to lose some bonus prayer here? Oh, wait. Wow, it's very busy today. Go. Ooh. Fuck, I clicked like everything. And then Carol? What is that? Oh, that person's using like one of the other staff upgrades you get, which is like the big claw staff thing. Don't know what it is, but I just know that it's commonly used. I'm hesitating clicking my prayer now because I don't know whether it's going to be the dungeon or not. I am not timing that at all. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's, yeah, I'm fucking up entirely. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The dream is, of course, getting one of the non-prayer guys in the final thing, which is like a 50% chance. Surprised I've only got it once today. I'm hoping I can do this fight without drinking a prayer. That's dead. Yep. Very nice. And then we want to do Wizard Man. Prayer. Oh, fuck, I forgot to swap over. But at least we can do that. And Dungeon. Okay, it's good that I did it then. It's good that I got it then, because that means I can spend the rest of my prayer on the surface instead of doing dumb stuff. Where are you, Torag the Corrupted? Ow! I immediately got hit for fucking 20. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't actually know what the timing is. I do have the plugin for the tick. Oh wait, I can't even do it anymore anyway. I do have the plugin for like the tick, but I don't want to put it on in the stream and just having tick, 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 tick in the background. That'd be a bit annoying. Yeah, Torag can be annoying. He can just decide randomly to hit fucking hard for no reason. But at least he's dead. Then we do Guthin for the lifesteal. The lifesteal bastard. Ooh, yeah. I actually know what the lore of the Barrow Brothers is. Because they're all, I'm assuming they were like heroes or something. Or villains. Because they've got like fancy graves. So I'd imagine that they have some sort of renown, whether it's positive. Well, actually, is renown specifically good? I actually don't know if renown specifically means good. They were known, at least. They at least, like, people knew them. Otherwise, they wouldn't have such, like, fancy graves. So they must have done, like, something. But I don't know if they were good or bad guys. Because they could have been, like, bad guys. So they, like, got stuff. But they seem cool, though. But the fact that they're called, like, the Defiled, the Corrupted, and stuff like that. Maybe they were heroes who went down a bad path? Or they could have just been dicks the entire time, who knows? Because I know a bit of lore about this area, purely because of Swampletics. Like, Mauritania is basically this swampland that is ruled over by vampires, and the vampires force people to pay a blood tax, or a blood tithe, basically blood tax. The only way to, I think, escape Mauritania is to defeat the Theatre of Blood, which is like this whole gauntlet thing. It's basically, for gameplay wise, it's a raid, but lore wise, it's like basically a raid. It's a gauntlet for someone to try and challenge and, well, hope they win so that they can earn their freedom. And I know in lore there was a girl who challenged the Theatre of Blood in order to, I think, get a cure for her brother. But it turns out that the so-called cure from the brother was from a evil person, and the evil person, like, mutated her brother into a monstrosity. And along with that, she, I think, lost in the Theatre of Blood or something. And she was mutated into the first boss of the raid, the Maiden of Blood. Which is very sad. And it's kind of a twisted story, because in the story, the villagers of Mauritania believe that she actually beat the Theatre of Blood. And she's basically shown as like a symbol of like, oh my god, someone beat the Theatre of Blood. There's hope. We should challenge it. When in actuality, she never did beat the Theatre of Blood. She was experimented on and then got turned into a monster. Ironically, a monster who you fight in the Theatre of Blood. Oh shit, I should actually pray, you know. And she would then, of course, go on to kill other challenges. So she was used as an ironic symbol of hope. A symbol of hope that never truly existed. But then, thankfully, you, the player, eventually do beat the Theatre of Blood. And I don't know if anything lore-wise happens from then. I don't know if, like, I don't know if you get, like, your... Well, you're not trapped in Mauritania ever. You can just come and go when you want. That's because you are a fucking mage. A very dumb mage. That is one thing I do like about RuneScape, is how it is, like, the ultimate you are just a guy game. Like, if through all your accomplishments throughout the entire game, you are just a guy. There are far more powerful wizards in the game. There are far more competent blacksmiths in the game. You never become, like, the peak of your craft. Even as a peak blacksmith, you're still just, like, okay. Death runes. Which I do find funny. There's even a quest, because in this game, in RuneScape, old school RuneScape, you forge stuff by just, like, hitting an ingot on an anvil, which, of course, in real life, you wouldn't do. You would heat it, and you'd do some other processes. And one of the quests even comments how you're just like, wait, why would I heat up the metal? Normally, I just bang it on an anvil, and that works. Which very much explains why your character, like, lore-wise, is a fucking idiot. And that's funny. I enjoy how it's very comedic. It can have, like, dark stories, but it is always kind of comedic in the fact that the main character is just sort of a bit of a dum-dum. Who just, like, sort of just so happens to save the world. Like, you're a dum-dum, but you are a very stubborn dum-dum. It's that quote, isn't it? I forget where it's from. It might be Doctor Who, but, like, the wrong person in the right place can make a big difference. It's pretty much like the epitome of RuneScape. Just stick some random dumbass in the right place and something will happen. I do like that. My favorite quest I've done so far is probably Dragon Slayer, but I did like the whole Monkey Madness Tree Gnome Stronghold quest series, but I definitely was bummed down by Monkey Madness just because that was a bit the whole monkey bit where you're like, okay, this is gonna sound weird out of context, but in Monkey Madness, as you guess by the quest, you go to, like, this kingdom of monkeys. And you sneak in there by turning into a monkey using a staff, and then you, like, infiltrate, you get put in prison, and the bit where you have to, like, stealth around the monkey camp, words you would not normally hear, but when you stealth around the monkey camp, that was kind of annoying, because you have to be very specific, or you just, like gun down. It's kind of annoying, but I did get through it, and I think that's all important, because I got my DSIM, and that made me very, very happy. Getting the DSIM made it all worth it, in my opinion. I was like, so this is gaming. This is RuneScape. This is why people play RuneScape. It's not for the lore. It's not for intricate combat. It's for getting that shiny item. Well, that's probably the vein. People play RuneScape for stuff. But I feel like one of the big reasons people play RuneScape is for the grind. It's for working that, doing those dungeons, doing that content, and finally getting that beautiful, like, one in like 500 drop, and being like, finally, I am complete. Like, that's gonna be my abyssal whip is gonna be like my quit the game moment, because that's a 1 in 512 drop chance, which is pretty big. To be fair, I've done shiny hunting before. Not with normal standard odds, to be fair. But I have done shiny hunting. So I can experience shit odds. I know my experience with shit odds. But yeah. And I've already done like the defender grind where you have to do like multiple 1 in, I think it's like 50s, and then you do a 1 in 100. Which was not very fun. I got pretty bad RNG. I think I was like a good chunk, I was like a good 100 kills over what you would on average need. But I did get my Dragon Defender, of course, it's right there. And again, those pieces of content it makes the item feel special. This is the first game I think I've played where I appreciate the grind. But like, I've actually gotten like the whole thing. Because the whole point of like why some people like grindy games is there's like 2 main reasons. A is because you can do other stuff while playing, which I think is like a non-thing, because at that point you shouldn't even be like, what's the point in even playing the game? But I guess I kind of get it now. It's sort of like you get this sense of progress while being able to laze around. It's like, oh, I'm watching something. I feel like I'm not doing anything. But if you have a game like this in the background, then it sort of feels like you're doing something. Like, kinda. I kinda get it now. But the main, definitely big point is the grind makes items feel more important. Like, killing a boss once and getting a legendary sword is like, yeah, it's cool. But it's like, yeah, it was gonna happen. But killing like a boss 500 times and then finally getting that legendary sword drop and being able to like equip it and be like, oh, I've done it, can be very satisfying if it's done well. I definitely would say I'm a challenge over repetition gamer most of the time. I prefer having a harder challenge that you only have to do once rather than having like a okay difficult, like I prefer a very hard challenge that you do once to a hard challenge you have to do like 6 times or like 20 times. Like in FF14, getting the mounts, god, that's a fucking pain in the ass. I would love it if there was just like a harder version where you do it once, you get the mount. And I know that's what Savages are, but I'm too coward to, but again, Savages are multiplayer, so they've got that additional thing of like, eh. If I was in like a proper like raiding group and like had a group of like friends in there, then it'd probably be like, I'd imagine it's probably a lot more fun to do Savages if you have like a group of friends in the MMO. But I feel like I prefer just to dick around with them. The thing that definitely burnt me out of FF14 the most, I think, was leveling up alt classes. That was the only thing that ended up burning me out of the game. Don't get me wrong, I still think FF14 has probably the best story I've played in a video game. But yeah, no, leveling up different classes and stuff, oh, that really burnt me out. That really made me want to not play the game. I will eventually return to FF14, probably when the next probably like a month or something before the next expansion comes out, because I've still got to do 5.4's content, 5.5's content, and 5.55's content. Because of course you need to do all the content before you can. And I probably need to get like slightly better gear just so I can start the next campaign. But I am looking forward to Dawn Trial a bit. I probably will wait a few weeks before getting actually into Dawn Trial, because I played during Endwalker. I know how bad the servers are going to be when Dawn Trial releases. It's going to be really bad when Dawn Trial comes out. I don't think it's going to be as bad as Endwalker, because A, they can get bigger servers now, and B, I think there's just less players playing at the moment. Because I joined FF14 during the big boom, like the huge boom we had back in, I want to say, back in the year Endwalker launched. That was like the big FF14 boom. Wait, there was fucking god, so many players, which was awesome. I was one of the ones who, of course, stuck all the way to the end. I did all the story, up till Shadowbringers, which was I finished Shadowbringers like 2 months before Endwalker came out, and then I played through all of Endwalker. Fucking incredible story. Again, probably my favorite story I've experienced, just in general in fiction. It's peak. It's so fucking good. But yeah, God, that story. Oh, of course, the first like ARR is okay. Heaven Toward onwards, it's fucking beautiful. So good, so good. I would heavily recommend FF14, but it's a very long game, so I can't fully recommend it. It's like fucking it's like 500 hours long, so I can't really be like, oh yeah, I recommend playing this game. It's only 500 hours long, and it takes like 100 hours to get to like the good story, or the really good story. I think ARR's okay, and bear in mind, I wasn't really an I didn't really play too many story-based RPGs before FF14, so ARR story was still okay for me. Like, for me, I wasn't... people who probably have more RPG story experience are probably going to be a lot more critical of ARR, because they're going to be like, you know, this isn't as good as, like, these other games I've played. I think that's fair. But for someone like me who hadn't played too many, like, story-based RPGs before, it was fine. I enjoyed it a lot. I think it was good. I definitely enjoy it. And I guess I can kind of thank FF14 for making me discover my second favorite video game story, because when I got burnt out of FF14, I know this is going to sound very stupid, but I actually got into Genshin Impact. Got back into, technically, because I did play it on launch, but I didn't really play it. When I did play it, I just got stressed out because of Union. I've already explained the story, but yeah, no, I got burnt out and I was like, fuck it, I want like another game to like grind and like work on. And then I saw like Genshin Impact stuff and I was like, you know what, I can make this work. This will do. And yeah, I enjoyed that. And through Genshin Impact, I then got more curious about other Hoyoverse IPs, and that's when I played Honkai Impact, which is my second favorite video game story, and second favorite like just story in general. I love Honkai Impact stories so fucking much. I definitely would admit, Honkai Impact has a lot of roughness to its story. It has a similar thing with FF14, but with Honkai Impact, it's only like the first 4 chapters are slow, and that's like an hour of 2 of content before it gets like good. Like I think chapter 9 onwards is like the story's like hell yeah. Although I do think the whole like Sea of Quanta is a bit here and there. It's kind of necessary to explain a lot of stuff. But it's still cool because Cyber Angel's fucking banger. Cyber Angel is a fucking banger. But yeah, I love F14. I love Honkai Impact so much. I think it's such a fucking good game. It's such a good story, I guess, as well. Why am I not praying? I'm just gonna lose all my prayer here. It's gonna go. There we go. It's just, oh god, I love the Honkai Impact. Just, I also, that led into me discovering Nikkei. I played Nikkei because I thought it was funny. You know, it's the funny. It's pretty much how a lot of people fall into the Nikkei rabbit hole. Is, oh, it's the funny the game with the bouncy butt, and then you play and like, oh, this story is actually really good, and like, what the fuck? Why is this story so fucking good? It's very much you come for the plot and then you stay for the plot is very much like how it feels to play Nikkei. It's fan-fucking-tastic game. One thing I have been thinking about recently though is I don't know what I want to do in my streams. I'm kind of losing a lot of my enthusiasm for streaming. I've been streaming for a long time, and it clearly hasn't gone anywhere. Mostly my fault, of course. It's absolutely my fault. I don't create... Streaming is very much something where a lot of the time you you create content outside of the streaming to then bring in people to your stream. For example, a simple one is like creating edited highlights of your videos. But I personally, based off of what like, I saw a video from Pirate Software, honestly, and it very much points out sort of like what you want to aim for as a streamer as like a bare minimum if you want to become a proper streamer. And it's very much just a lot of like, I don't want to do it. I think the main stuff is like streaming 3 days a week for 4 hours each stream. That's 12 hours of streaming a week. And as someone who currently has a job, that does not sound very appealing, because that would be me literally streaming every day. I don't have work, and even when I stream back, work. Which, yeah, it makes sense that you wouldn't do that, but it just doesn't sound very enjoyable. If I was unemployed, I think actually when I was unemployed, I did stream 3 days a week, because I was unemployed. I literally had nothing else going on, so I could stream 3 days a week. But as someone who currently has a job, I just don't think I could do it without wanting to fucking die. So I don't know if I've genuinely had some thoughts about quitting streaming. It's not like I'm gonna be a loss or anything to Twitch or anything, because I am just I don't get any views or anything. But I've definitely lost quite a bit of that motivation for streaming. Again, it's like I don't think I'm not gonna be one of those things of like, why don't people watch my stream? It's like, I know why people don't watch my stream. I definitely don't create the most interesting. I'm playing fucking old school RuneScape, right? Which you can make entertaining if you're doing PvP and stuff, but I'm not doing that because I'm not good at the PvP, because I haven't really tried it. But I might step a bit back. I don't know what I want to do with streaming. I kind of want to change what I'm doing, though. I want to potentially work more on doing edited videos. I think I might actually prefer that, because I've kind of like... My hobbies currently is like coding and drawing, and I'm still trying to get a job in coding and everything. And I know that if I get full-time work in coding, I'm gonna stop streaming anyway. Probably just because at that point I have a job, I have a full-time job, I'm making money. There's no point to do streaming. I probably, even if I get a full-time job, if I got a full-time job like soon, I'd probably still stream like once a week. But that's like nothing. That's like whatever. I probably would. But I am definitely considering about, honestly, just throwing away my stream schedule and then just streaming when, streaming when I want to, instead of like having this whole schedule and everything. It's very much something I'm thinking, I'm considering. I've streamed, as I said, for about, what is it? I think it is almost 6 years at this point. Well, no, it's over 6 years. I think it's almost 7 years. And I don't know. I think one thing that'll definitely help motivate streaming is doing more streaming with my friends. Shame a lot of my friends don't speak too often. They don't like speaking in streams and stuff, but being able to just do some streams with some friends, I think, will definitely help. I've just got to learn to line up my times with theirs better. I think stuff I'll definitely still stream. If I do end up, like, removing my, like, stream schedule, it's definitely going to be, like, game updates. Oh, shit. That's a fucking nice upgrade. Carol's coif. Holy shit. Let's TP out of here, though. Isn't that good? Oh, no, it's not. It's actually worth fuck all, but it's nice for me. It's definitely going to be, like, updates for, like, Star Realm stuff, because that's stuff I want to play anyway, and I enjoy having my reaction to the stories in streams, and that will make good edited content, I think. But I think I'm probably going to work more on making potentially videos and like edited stuff. I want to try doing that for a bit, maybe for a few months. Just try making editing. I took like a month to make my Demon Souls video as someone who's bad at editing, and I think I was in uni then as well, which didn't help with the timing. But I might try my sort of like edited videos and stuff rather than doing the whole like streaming stuff. Oh no, it's very much something I have to think about. But I think it is important to just be like I'm not gonna be a big streamer. I can very much say that at this point. I definitely don't have the mindset. I don't have the devotion. I don't have a lot of the, you know, the shit you need. Like, because as much as it is like, oh, you're just sitting in front of a computer playing games, streaming does take effort. As someone who's tried it for multiple years, having to constantly be talking, constantly have interaction and stuff like that is very draining. There's a big difference between just sitting back silently playing a game and having to constantly interact with people and think about conversation, think about topics. It's very different. Thankfully, I love to talk to myself, so that part mainly comes naturally, as you can see from this stream. But I think overall, there's some balances there. I'm going to be back in a moment to continue that thought. I just want to grab a drink quickly. Alright, I'm back. So I think what my plan, I'm going to do 3 more Barrows runs for today's stream and then I'm going to end it. But I think my plan is for the near future. I just want to check one thing. Star deal. What is it? 2.2. Fuck, it's 2. No, it's 2.2. Yeah, because we had 2.1. Did we? No, we had 2. No, we're on 2.1. Are we? I don't know. Oh, no, wait. Okay, so we're getting the 2. Okay, wait. So what I want to do is next stream is probably going to be Helldivers, unless I want to stream a different game. And then from that VOD, I'm going to try and make a highlights video. And I want to focus on doing streams more on, as I said before, streams more on So I'm going to have streams like this, which are just sort of chill, me relaxing. These ones aren't going to become highlights because these are just me fucking about, just chilling. But then those more exciting games, like Helldivers, the Elden Ring DLC, I want to try and do a highlights video for the Elden Ring DLC because that shit's going to be insane. But I think like going to try and make highlights of the more interesting games, and then so that'll be like the Star Rail update. Again, Helldivers, Elden Ring DLC, probably other games I can think of that are just out there. And then for the more games like this, RuneScape, general like Genshin and Star Rail, so like just grinding stuff in those games. The more like quiet, chill games, I probably won't make highlights from. These will just be me having fun, just sort of just relaxing. I think that's what I might try to do for now on. I could completely change this plan and be like, oh, I can't do this, but I think it lines up well, because if I stream on the Thursday, then that gives me the Friday to do some editing, and then I can do some more editing, because it'll probably be like, at that rate, it would be like a highlights video every 2 weeks. It'd be quite occasionally, because I'm working on other hobbies as well. Because it's not, of course, I don't just do streaming as my only hobby. I'm working on drawing, I'm working on my portfolio, and of course, doing stuff, and then, you know, having time to actually play games in my free time. The games like this. For me at the moment, it's games like this. Minecraft, I joined another server. Helldivers, of course, is a new one. VR chat in the afternoon to hang out with my friends. It's a lot of like small stuff like that I think that I of course I want to have time for all this. It's very much becoming an adult, you know. Being an adult is a lot about managing your time. I can't really say too much about that because I haven't been an adult for too long. I've only been an adult for 4 years, but it's definitely one of the big things it hits you with an adult is being like, oh shit, I only have limited time in my life now. I have to start managing the time I have and try and just do as much as you want. And yeah, I'm enjoying my other hobbies. My portfolio thing is less enjoyable, but it's more of a necessary thing because I want to go into coding. I want to go into programming. I enjoy programming sometimes, but it's a field I enjoy doing more than other fields. It's a job I enjoy doing. Like, I'd prefer to go into that than, like, fucking fashion design or some shit. It's pretty much, it's, like, the main job. It's, like, coding. But I do want to learn drawing. Drawing's something I've always wanted to learn, and I have actually been learning drawing for a few months. I'm not very good, but I've made significant progress, at least myself. If I look back at my first... I ain't no PewDiePie level of progress. PewDiePie, fucking... I haven't seen his video, but even just from the thumbnail and, like, what other people said, dude's fucking great. He's truly, like, it's shown that he's put in this fucking effort, and he's really, like, achieved something awesome with it. But I still, looking back at my own sketchbooks, being able to see my, like, first attempts at drawing, like, a face, and then being able to see my, like, modern day stuff of me drawing characters, and it's just like, damn, I made some really good progress. I think the main thing I need to work on better, my current things I'm working on is anatomy. I definitely need to work more on anatomy better, and honestly, speed. I think one of the big things I have that I'm struggling with is drawing things fast. I very much... I'm being too, like, perfectionist about stuff. I'm, like, redrawing the same thing a ton of times because in my brain I'm like, this isn't good enough. I want it to be better. I want it to be perfect, even though I can't achieve that level of perfectedness with my current skill set. But I do enjoy drawing. I'm going to be doing more tomorrow. I recently did a sketch thing. I only do sketches because I don't think I'm good enough to fully dedicate to drawing like a proper piece. But I drew a sketch of Frederica, my favorite character from ReZero. I mainly just draw a lot of the characters I like. I'll get like some reference pictures of the character and then sort of be like, okay, what do I want to draw for this? I drew Frederica in like a sort of white. I forget. I don't know what it's called, but it's like the one-piece white dresses. Well, you know, the kind of dress that Komi was wearing in Komi-san Can't Communicate, like that full white dress that goes down. I just think that's a really nice attire. So I drew that on Frederica because I love Frederica. And there's definitely some proportions wrong, but that's why you practice. You practice, so you learn. You practice, you learn. You practice, you learn. You practice, you learn, you use the things you learned for your next practice, and then you do that. Like, your first, like, it's the thing you always learn, is your first 10 video games. It's what I learned back in... It's one of the big things that stuck with me in my entire course of uni, is your first 10 video games are going to be shit, so get them out the way. If you're worried about, like, when you're making your first few things of anything, this could be drawing, this could be knitting, this could be writing music, this could be writing a story, don't immediately try and make your biggest project. Do a bunch of mini projects. They could be the most shit ever. It could be like the most duct tape thing ever. Like, it could just be awful. But just do them. Make them. Get them out there, and you will thank yourself in the future. Because you'll be able to be like, okay, I got all this out the way. You can now do good stuff. And eventually, it could take years, you will see the fruits of your labor. You will thank yourself that you're like, oh, thank God I did all this practice. Thank God in, like, drawing number 35, I learned this specific bit about the human body. But you won't remember exact, but you'll just be happy. One thing I definitely need to go back on with all my drawings is writing notes. I did do, for my first few drawings, I was always writing notes about, like, what I think is wrong about it, just so I could pay attention to my next drawings. I definitely need to go back to that, because there are some small mistakes I am repeating, which I just keep repeating by accident. But I am still happy that I've made progress. I've gone from not even being able to draw, like, a proportioned face to being able to draw almost full bodies. Well, I can draw full bodies. I just struggle with the hands and feet and certain other aspects. But I can make decent drawings for probably, like, a child starting drawing. They're good enough for me, or they make me happy when I see them, and that's the most important thing, I think. I don't know. It's the most important thing to me. As for coding, my coding level has sort of... I don't know, I feel like in a way it's stagnated, but in another way I'm still improving. It's, like, hard to exactly say. Oh, hello. Because, like, in one way, I don't feel like I've improved, but at the same time, I'm coding more complex things. But it just, with coding, a lot of complex stuff is just a bunch of really simple things put together to make something complex, which is why I don't feel like I'm improving, because I made an entire inventory system pretty much on my own, having to piece it all together, because I just wanted to try it. But I don't feel like... But I don't feel like I've improved much, because it's a lot of just, like, little aspects of, like, building the actual inventory, having each, you know, inventory item space being its own, being, like, the object, so you can be like, oh, do this, and then, of course, having all the checks to be like, oh, you want to equip this item. If it's, like, a weapon, you want to equip it. You want to be able to, like... If you already have an item, you put that item back into the inventory, and then you equip the new item, and then of course you've got to visually equip the... It's a lot of, like, small processes that aren't that complex, that when put together become very complex, and because of that I don't feel like I'm improving my coding too much, because all I'm seeing is the small processes. But I am happy with this little prototype RPG thing I made. It's very ratchet, because it's very much one of my first of my kind, because I acknowledge it's gonna be bad. It's not a proper game, it's just me testing features that I would want in a future game. so that when if I ever do make a game of my own, I would have all this like knowledge of like, okay, this is how I did this in the past, and this is how I did this in the past. It's just a portfolio stuff. It's basically like a very simple third-person action game with leveling system, skill system, like Dark Souls skill stuff, not like Fireball. It's got basic melee combat. It's got dodge roll. Everything's got to have a dodge roll. So a questing system. It's got NPCs. It's very, very put together with duct tape. I can definitely say that for certain. Because I'm not the best at refactoring code. But I do enjoy what I have created, I guess you could say. I'm fairly happy with what I've managed to do. And I have paused progress on it for a bit for now, just because I've hit a point where I'm not sure where I want to go with it, so I'm going to give it a bit of a break and then either return to it or start a new project just for my portfolio. But I did have an idea of where I wanted to lead it, but I wasn't exactly sure. I wanted to try and do like a village, so maybe like a shop and stuff like that would be fun. But I wasn't sure how I was going to design the level and everything, and like where I wanted to put specific things. Maybe introduce some new enemy types and stuff like that. It's a lot of the stuff of which I will have to like properly sit down and write down and think about. But for now, I'm very much focused on my drawing and my website I'm making for my portfolio. Because a lot of jobs enjoy having like web development shit. And it also proves that I can make UIs and stuff, because as much as I don't like UI design, again, jobs do like people having it. Please not be the thing. Thank you. Ugh. Oh my gosh, oh my, hello, Warfare. I did not expect to see you here. It's pretty late, to be fair. I'm surprised you're here. I hope you've been having a good day overall. I mean, you've mostly been at work, I assume, because it's only like 4ish o'clock for you. You might be. I'm assuming you're either finishing work or you're coming back. You're either finishing work or maybe you're the. Why go, bruh? Are you doing some electronics works today? Oh, it's 5:50. Oh, yeah, because I forgot the clocks went forward in America. So, for this short time period, it's actually going to be a lot better for us, because it means that we can actually communicate a bit easier. But then in the UK, we're going to get our timing going back forward, so it's going to shift back to being annoying again. Yeah, you lost an hour of sleep. You got your very little sleep. You got it fucking neutered. I'm not looking forward to that. But at least, hey, at least for this very short period of time, I'm only like 5 hours ahead, which is... It's better. It's better than 6 hours. That's all I can say. I mean, it's your fault for living on the fucking west side of America. Should have lived on the east side. It's your fault. Only 5. To be fair, I do have my mate from Singapore who's like... What? Jesus, it's like... It's like 7 hours? It might even be like... It might be like 9 hours ahead. Which I feel bad anytime I'm in a VC with them, because I'm like, oh, it's like fucking 2 AM for them. But either way, I hope you had a decent day at work. I hope you've been, I don't know, existing. My fault, boy. I was born with this role. I didn't choose it. Or you should have. You should have rolled better stats. You should have rolled being British, and then you'd be sad. I don't know. You're already sad. Who am I kidding? We both play for you. Yippee. Hope you've been doing amazing. I've been doing fine. I've been doing alright. You didn't see the rest of me talking about, I don't want British land. Why not? We got rain. We got clouds. We got... British Standard Time? We got... the pound coin. We got Tesco's. I'm gonna be honest, I generally don't have like, even if like I'm like kind of only half joking there. I genuinely don't have many like for me, my big advertising point for UK is just it could be worse. That's all. Like literally, my advertisement for coming to the UK is just you could pick a worse country. Like we don't have any dangerous animals. We have like average shops and like average working stuff. Like my general pitch is just like you could go to a worse country. we speak English, or at least I don't think Northerners do, but at least most of the UK speaks English. Like, I enjoy going outside and not having a fucking like a venomous snake outside. You could be, yeah, exactly. Like, in the UK, there is like no dangerous animals. Like, there are like diamondback adders, but they're only up like all the way in the north in the country, and they're extremely rare. Like, I've never seen like. I find it really cool in other like in America and stuff, you can see lizards and stuff. You can find lizards, you can find tarantulas, you can find all this crazy stuff. In the UK, the craziest animal you'll find is a fucking frog. The only dangerous animal is man. Like for most in the UK, your big animal experience is going to be like a hedgehog or like a frog. Because we just don't have any interesting animals here. Which is a shame, but it also has a plus side because it means you don't have to go outside and be worried about there being like in Australia, you have to worry about black widows making a nest in your shoe. It's like, oops, I put on my shoe without checking. I am dead now. I do enjoy that existence. But I don't know about where you live-ish. I don't know on the west side of America. If you get any exciting animals. I'm assuming you get occasional exciting animals. I know that in Texas, someone ended up shooting themselves because they recoiled a bullet off of an armadillo shell, which is like the most American thing I think I've ever heard. So how did you get injured? Oh yeah, I shot an armadillo and the bullet ricocheted and hit me. Like, don't pick a fight with an armadillo. That thing doesn't want to mess with you. You don't want to mess with it. Just let the armadillo walk about. Armadillos are cute, to be fair. I remember I went to... Was it the National History Museum? I forget. It was a museum place in the UK. And they had a place where, like, you could meet exotic animals and stuff. And I got to touch an armadillo, and it was really cute. I also got to hold part of a anaconda. Yeah, it was an anaconda, yeah. Which was cool. And I think my sister held a bearded dragon, and my brother held my brother held a bearded dragon, my sister held a tarantula. But armadillos are very cute. Yeah. I've always been someone, it might be because I live in the UK and we don't have any dangerous animals, but I've always enjoyed more exotic animals. Like, I love lizards. My favorite animal is a chameleon. I fucking think chameleons are adorable. They're extremely derpy, but I just love them. I also love insects. I think insects are just so cool. If I were to get a pet, it probably would be like a scorpion, because they're very easy to take care of, and they're just so cool. The skull, yeah, I love lizards. They're just I love lizards, but I don't think I would ever get a pet lizard because a lot of lizards are pretty high maintenance. Like, you have to make sure their habitat is like all fine. You need to have a lot of space in their habitat. You need to make sure it's the right temperature. You got to make sure you clean it out so that certain things. It's like there's a lot of precautions that go into taking care of a lizard, but I just think lizards are really fucking cool. I'm an observer of lizards. I look at them, I think they're cool, but I don't get them. And no, it is not. I know it's not like super specific about stuff, But still having to like clean our cage. I don't want they're not I don't mean like high maintenance, but I mean like more of like having to take care of the cage and stuff and having to feed them live food and stuff. It's probably some lizards that are like different. Some lizards eat fruit. I know tortoises are reptiles, but that's not hard. Yeah, but I'm lazy. You don't take that into account. I can barely take care of myself. I barely take care of myself, let alone another creature. Which is why I prefer getting like an insect, like a scorpion or something. Because a scorpion is literally, you stick it in a box and you feed it like once a month. And that's it. Never trust this man for... No, I can sit at home. I can do chores and clean stuff. But I can do human stuff. I can't take care of an animal. Like, I can clean the house. I can cook to live. Like, I'm not like some people where they genuinely, like, order takeaway every day. I could not live with that. Like, I've got very, very basic cooking skills and, like, housekeeping skills, but I definitely, like, I could not take care of a child. I definitely couldn't take care of an animal. And I definitely don't have the space. Never... I definitely have the space in my room to have a lizard enclosure because I like my VR space. If I had a lizard enclosure in my house, I would put my fist through the glass like within 5 seconds in VR. My brother says tarantula in my brother's house. They even say he found it closet. Oh yeah, exactly. Like a tarantula or a scorpion gets out of its cage, it's just gonna go eat the lizards in your house, the insects in your house. It doesn't care. It's like, yeah, cool. It's just gonna go eat food. They barely eat and they just eat insects. They are literally just playing life on vibe mode. When they're not like in the wild. When they're in the wild, they of course have to deal with like fucking mice eating them. The fact that mice eat tarantulas and stuff is just like, what? Why the cute thing eat the scary thing? Well, actually, I don't think tarantulas are super scary because they're like very furry, and tarantulas as a pet are a bit dangerous. Not to you, but to the tarantula, because tarantulas are very, very fragile. Nah, crows are living that kind. True, crows are literally living their life on easy mode. Like, crows' lives are so easy that they have to make trouble. But like, damn, this difficulty is too easy. I'm gonna do a challenge run, so I'm gonna just try and piss off as many humans as possible. Can't spiders, because I'm like a baby. If they touch me, I like spiders personally, but we only get small spiders. I probably, if I woke up to seeing a fucking tarantula, I would probably shit myself. But I just wouldn't want to handle tarantula because I'll be too scared. I don't like handling small animals because I'm scared about hurting them. I don't want to fucking squish them. Like, a tarantula, if you drop it, it could... Like, you can drop a tarantula 3 feet and it can die. Because its abdomen is so, like, sensitive. Like, you can break its abdomen by dropping it, like, 3 feet. Which is ironic for a thing that climbs. But that's the reason why it climbs well, is so it doesn't fall. But, like, when it comes to, like, hamsters, like, my brother has a chinchilla. And it's adorable. And I've held it before, but I'm just so scared about, like... you want to be able to hold it so it doesn't, like, jump out your arms, but you don't want to hold it too hard so that you squish it. And I'm just like, Bella fucking jumps off my desk every 2 seconds. Oh, who's Bella? What is... Well, I guess what is Bella? What is that creature that lives on your desk? What is the desk creature? A leopard. Oh, you have a leopard gecko. Yes. You have to show me your leopard gecko. Leopard geckos are adorable. Leopard geckos do have like -10 brain cells, but they are really cute. They are really adorable. They are really stupid, but they are so cute. It's like how bearded dragons will, like, run into walls because their eyes are on the sides of their head, so they don't know where their nose is. They're planning world demise, I'm telling you. Maybe that's why they're really dumb, is because all of their thoughts are on world domination instead of, I don't know, existing. That face. That face has only violence behind it. That face only thinks of violence. It has never known a single peaceful thought in its entire existence. It craves the demise of the innocent. What are you gonna do for the rest of today then, Warfare? I'm guessing you're gonna chill? You're gonna go ERP and VR? Surely you're gonna have... Actually, I don't know when you have dinner, to be fair. I tend to have dinner at about 6 o'clock. I don't know about other people. It's so weird, because... I'm gonna suplex you. Hell yeah. That sounds like a fun time. I get thrown through a table. I actually have been suplexed before in real life, because I used to do jiu-jitsu where you would throw each other and I got suplexed and it was fun. Because as a kid... Again, kids are just fucking, like, invincible. Like, when you're, like, 4 years old, you could fall 100 feet and then just, like, be like, oh, okay, I'm fine. But, like, when you become an adult, you stand up wrong, your knees are just gone. I'll throw you through a wall, pixel, and then do it again. Chill play games. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Is that in my entire life, just because of, you know, where I've been raised by, like, the family I've been raised by. I say that as if I'm adopted. The family, my family. I'm pretty sure I'm not adopted. I would hope I would know if I'm 22. I would hope I would know. I have my birth certificate as well, so that helps. But, my family's always had dinner at 6 o'clock. So it's so weird, like, learning about other families having it, like, earlier or later. Like, I know some of my friends have the dinner at, like, 5 o'clock, and I'm like, that's too early. But then there are some fuckers who probably have dinner at, like, 8 o'clock, and I'm like, do you just go to bed after you eat dinner? I'm just very much a 6 o'clock, sort of like, I eat at 6, and then I do a bunch of stuff with dinner, and then after dinner, Derek, I needed to run. Okay, yeah, that for context warfare, the reason I ran from that guy is because that guy can one-shot me if I don't have my prayers on. Oh yeah, he's hit me for 57 damage before. That thing has hit me. Darok is fucking. Let's see. Thank you, Warfare, for all the... Oh, careful. I almost messed that up right there. I almost didn't get my prayer up. Darok hits like a fucking freight train. Womp womp. Every time I see womp womp, my brain is always tied between the Shy Lily womp womp or the boo womp. Womp 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 womp. It's always, my brain's just always lacking. Oh shit, I'm gonna run out of prayer if I don't drink that. Shame this was a full dose run, but give me something good. Warfare's here. Damn, didn't get anything good. I'm gonna blame Warfare on that. Yeah, that's more of like the sad womp womp there. Of just like the womp womp. That's what my brain envisions the sad one to be. Right, I'm gonna do one more run, and then, sorry, I eat it. I ate the Barrows drop. Bruh, but I got 2 Barrows drops earlier. Why you be eating them now? Why am I going over here? I don't need to go over here. I need to go... Dunk. Right, hopefully for this final run, it's an easy run where none of the brothers... I get all the good brothers. 8, I don't know why I said eat. Oh, 8. So you don't get... Yeah, but I need... Well, I don't need them. Actually, I don't need them. I want them. Oh, fuck. I almost completely forgot prayers again. Against the one enemy I need to prayer against straight away. I mean, I have his torso on currently, because I got his chest plate. I have Derek's chest piece. Oh, they're on 50 now. I'm going to need to repair those soon. I was happy because my first 2 Barrows drops were literally like the best Barrows drops for melee. Darok's chest piece is like tied with Torag's for the best tank gear, and Varroc's plate skirt is like the best plate skirt because it gives you prayer bonus. He's inside. Oh no, that's just like some weird clipping. I don't know if it's specifically rune light, but like it makes it look like the armor's clipping. It's very weird. Like it's meant to be like that, but then it just like goes, what? Just consumes my head. To be fair, I have got a pretty empty skull, so that does make sense. My drip is so ugly currently. You're wearing him kinky. Oh. Oh. I knew I was right about you ERPing. Just kidding. I'm joking. There's nothing up there. My brain is just a black hole for knowledge. Knowledge goes in, but nothing comes back out. No knowledge can escape my brain. Get fucked. I don't want to fuck air. You can try your best. Just like do it in real life. Just do this. I could not do this in real life. I would die like in 5. If I was in like a video game world, I'd be dead in 5 seconds. Even if I got put in Stardew Valley, I'd probably just starve to death somehow. ERP is literally just fucking the air, which is very... unless they have the like, toys to go along with it. But, like, without that, it is just fucking the air. You start with a farm. Yeah, but I don't know how to fucking farm. I would eat the parsnip seeds and just be like, well, shit. There are toys? What the fuck? You know, Seg's toys. You say Seg's because it gets around. I don't actually know if it gets around anything. Why are you eating seeds? You are not that brain dead. I don't know how to farm. That's definitely a part. I have no idea how you properly would farm. Like, I don't know. Because you need to know, like, you got to make sure the soil's good. You got to make sure you water in the right cycles. Because it's not just you water every day. Like, certain plants have different, like, amounts of water you need to water them. You need to make sure the soil's right. You need to... Oh, there's so much stuff in actual farming. I don't have any pesticides. You'd have to deal with gnats and insects and everything eating all your crops every day. There's a reason why I'm not a farmer. Because I'm lazy, but that's besides the point. I mean, I do it's not like I'm that lazy, you know, just, oh, I sit in my chair all day, every day, and I never do anything. That was me when I was a teenager, and that's why I used to be fat as a teenager. But no, I do fucking exercise because I don't want to be fat anymore. I've been fat. I know what it's like to be fat, so I will hopefully never be fat again. That I don't know if there's another guy down there could have just been absolutely getting his fungal schmopped. Haha, fatty. I wish I could say that to my past self just to shove it in their face. They absolutely... Maybe if they did. Maybe if enough people... Maybe if I got bullied more, I would have lost. Bully fat people so they lose weight. That's my PSA. Don't do that. Don't bully people. Encourage them. Be like, yeah, you just, like, go on some more running and stuff like that. The thing is, though, is that, like, I can't give, like, weight loss advice because my weight loss advice is, like, the shittest shit ever. Because it worked for me, but it's, like, the worst advice. My advice for, like, you're so good at giving bad advice. Yeah, exactly. I'm really good when I misinform people on the internet. My advice for just losing weight is literally just eat less, exercise more. It sounds stupid, but it is just what you do. Eat less. It's not even like eat better. If you want to build muscle, that's more important about eating the right food. But if you just want to lose weight, it's just eat less, exercise more. Literally, just go for a run every day and eat less food, and you will lose weight. It's stupid, but it's true. I think the most important thing, though, about losing weight is having a schedule. Like, this is genuine advice. Having a schedule is very important to losing weight. Because the hardest thing about losing weight is starting. Is, like, the first few days are going to be just, like, a pain. Because you're not used to it. But you get the schedule. You say, every day, you go for a walk. Like, you wake up, you go for a 20-minute walk. It could literally be something as small as that. But as long as you have that schedule, and you can have, like, 1 or 2 cheat days, but you want to make sure your cheat days are never right next to each other. You don't want to go, like, Saturday, Sunday cheat day. Because if you have 2 cheat days, you're going to lose a lot of progress. You want to make sure your cheat days are, like, spaced out. That way, you don't get, like, comfortable not exercising. You want to start a schedule, and then you just want to stick to it. That's what you need to do. People are definitely too lazy. But if you want to just lose weight, and you're not, like, interested in, like, whole building muscles and stuff, just genuinely just go for a walk every day. Hell, if you're working, like, a supermarket job, just go for a walk the days you're not working. And it will definitely help. And, of course, eat less. It's very simple. Now I got you starved. I mean, if you want to lose weight at a fast rate, just starve yourself. That's the true, like, cheating. That's like the action replay, like, cheating of just, like, just starve yourself. But if you want practice, actually, no, the true, like, action replay to losing weight is just fucking saw it off. Just get a big saw and just cut off your fat. Don't do that. You will regret it. I do know at some point in my life I might need to get some sort of surgery. Because of course, as I said, I used to be fat, so a lot of my skin is actually stretched, so it will never actually return to its proper size. Like, it won't ever, like, shrink back. It's broken skin to the point in which it will never, like, grow back, so I might at some point in my life need to, like, get my fat, like, sewed back normal. Because at the moment, it just hangs. But at some point, probably in the future. It's nothing that important, really. It's just more of an aesthetic thing. Did I kill the boss yet? Oh, no, I did not. Hello, Guthin. Just, like, don't die. That's general good advice. It's just, you know that whole dying? If you think you're gonna die, just don't. I think that's, like, solid baseline advice. Just, like, you know the thing where you stop living? Don't do that bit. Keep living. I think that's just genuinely good. Right, what is my final Barrows chest for today gonna be? It's Death Runes, I guess. Warfare ate all the good drops, apparently, so we just didn't get anything good. Blame Warfare for that. Warfare ate all the good drops. But either way, that's where I'm gonna end my that's where I'm gonna end my stream for today. Next stream on Thursday is thanks. I got the best items, like you don't even know what the best Barrows item. To be fair, I've got one of them already, but I still want to get Arim's torso, bottoms, and hood, and then Carol's stuff. I got one of Carol's pieces, but I think it's like the useless Carol piece, which is the Carol's coif. I also got Carol's crossbow, which is fun, but I still need to get better stuff. But off stream, I'm going to definitely be working on getting my agility up, because My agility is only 50, and I still haven't done my graceful set yet. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yes, I'm going to end the stream for today. Next stream on Thursday is going to be Helldivers, probably. So that's going to be fun. And then I don't know when I'm going to stream next week. We have to figure out. It's not going to be Neo 2. I'm taking a break from Neo 2 just because I'm not enjoying it that much. So I'm mainly just going to be playing games that I enjoy more. Next stream's going to be Helldivers 2. And then on Tuesday, I don't know, whatever I feel like playing from then onwards. But I would enjoy a stream. Just enjoy it more. Exactly. Just enjoy the game. Just that thing you don't like, just enjoy it more. You claim that I give the bad advice, but I think your advice is just as bad. But to be fair, your advice is bad on purpose because you are a little goblin. Is that the right thing? Yes, because that's my graceful. I'm just getting my farming gear quickly before I end stream. Right. Hope you enjoy the stream. I'll see you on Thursday. Hope you stay safe, stay hydrated. Have a good evening, Warfare. I hope you... Oh, wait, hold on. Let's look at this. Oh, it's an adorable little lizard. That's an adorable little buddy. That's so cute. Have a good night. Stay safe, stay hydrated. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Oh my god, my chat's fucked. Uh-oh. The chat is just fucked there. I don't know what happened. Oh. Uh-oh. That'll be I sort out next time.